does have first down yardage. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 84 yards.
And in doing preparation for the game, you notice where guys rank in the league in terms of statistical categories. He's 4th in the league in receiving yards. That caught my attention in a positive way.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Back to throw. Clark. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Now Clark on 1st and 10. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Clark. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. Back to throw. Clark. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. It's the fullback. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down and score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point attempt to come here. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, down at the 31. Stroud to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down. They'll give to Falk up the middle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Bills, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. That time a 6-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Clark to throw. Throwing on 1st down. That's complete. Bernard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Clark. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw, Clark. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Clark from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Clark. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 2nd down and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Clark. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. He threw his 10th touchdown on the year last time they had it. And he'll look to keep it going here with a 1st and 10.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now a give inside for Falk, and he's going to be met at about the 43. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Clark. Throw left side complete. That's Barnett. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. the play fake. Clark. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Stroud now on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. A shotgun snap to Stroud. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Stroud looking to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Stroud off the play fake. That's complete to Dell. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now they go screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Stroud now on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 3rd and 1, Stroud. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Stroud will look to throw once more. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Stroud. And it's caught. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Texans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Now the try here for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Clark. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Clark. And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even, but it's 2nd down. Clark now. A final shot before break. He's going to go up top again. And that is incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. In the early window, lots of good matchups to choose from. We'll highlight the game in Detroit, a big one for the Lions, as they'll square off against the Miami Dolphins. Lots to look forward to in the late afternoon window as well, one being a late start in Foxborough, where it'll be the Patriots taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. And finally, a good one scheduled for Monday Night Football between the New York Jets and the Tennessee Titans.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Clark. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Back to throw. Clark. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up fourth.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing now is Stroud. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. On the give, here's Falk. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Here's 3rd and 6. And Stroud now to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Here's a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Clark bringing it in. Jackson left side. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Clark. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Clark able to find the open man. That's complete. A big play here for Buffalo. 46 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off play action. Clark. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 more there and another 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Here's Clark on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barnett. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. Now Clark looking to throw on second down. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now Clark to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. Over the middle, it's complete. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans back out there and ready to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to the ground with Falk. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Throw left side complete. That's Reed. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on 3rd down. But how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On the handoff, this is Falk. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and a mile. Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line.
But that's the down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Following the fumble recovery, Clark looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Clark. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. This will cost him 11 yards there on the 2nd and goal sack.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Clark. Touchdown, Bills! A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now out comes Houston. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try to play free and natural.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
First and 10, it's Stroud. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. Now a 2nd and 2. Now Stroud. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Here's Stroud. That is caught by Dell. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The throwing again is Stroud. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Clark. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. That last pass might be one he remembers, Charles. He's now over 40,000 career passing yards.
And just think of the evolution of the passing game in the NFL. 40,000 at one time was unthinkable. No one thought anyone would ever get there. Now, how many guys have done it in the NFL?
Now, right around 20.
So we're talking a good number that have gotten that done, throwing the ball downfield. He's got a lot to be proud of and a lot more left to accomplish.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively. And
one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. Brought down that time by Quay Walker. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. 2nd and 11 now. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bills, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Miami next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Houston, good night, everybody.